This is the same condition of man today in religion. He goes through exercises and rituals. He joins churches and he becomes very religious. You ever noticed that Christ cursed the fig tree? That's quite interesting. And he denounced religion right after that, by the way. He denounced it with all his being because religion merely covers over sin. In this temptation, Satan wanted to come between man's soul and God. In other words, he wanted to wean man from God to win man over to himself and to become the God of man. The temptations of the flesh would not have appealed to a man in that day anyway. He was not tempted to steal, to lie, or to covet. He was just tempted to doubt God. What was the trouble with the rich young ruler? He did not believe God in the parable of the tares, that the tares are those who would not believe God. Notice Satan's method first. Eve saw that the tree was good for food. Second, it was pleasant to the eye. And third, it was to be desired to make one wise. Satan works from the outside to the inside, from without to within. On the other hand, God begins with man's heart. Religion is something that you rub on the outside, but God does not begin with religion. May I make a distinction here? Christianity is not a religion. Christianity is Christ. There are a lot of religions, but the Lord Jesus went right to the foundation, to the fountainhead when he said, "You must be born again." He said to the Pharisees, who were very religious on the outside, "Make the inside of the platter clean. You are just like a mausoleum, beautiful on the outside with marble and flowers, but inside full of dead man's bones." What a picture! Adam and Eve, instead of confessing their sin, sewed fig leaves together as a covering. May I say to you, there's really no new style in fig leaves. He's so funny. Men are still going to church and going through religious exercises and good works instead of confessing the sin of their hearts.